Well, I only have the hall print of this movie, so apologies in advance. As soon as I find a 1080 print, I will re-upload it with better clarity for you. The movie starts in another dimension, where we see Defender Strange and America Chavez, who are running for their lives. They are under attack by a mythical creature. They are running to acquire the Book of Vishanti. This book had all the spells anyone would ever need to defeat their enemies. It is every sorcerer's dream. Strange tried his best, using all his powers to contain the monster, but it was useless, as it was too powerful. Now, Defender Strange had no other option but to take Chavez's powers. She had the ability to form different portals and travel between different universes, in other words, travel between multiverse. Imagine the damage if an evil creature or a villain tried to take these powers from the young girl, so Defender Strange decides to take her powers himself, to protect. But this could end up killing her as well. She stops and reminds him that he cannot do this to her. He fights to help and protect people, not take away what belongs to them. She tries to run, but the creature grabs her and lifts her in the air. As it is about to kill her, another dimension opens. To stop the creature from taking her powers and killing her, Strange takes the attack on himself and dies there. He wakes up, it was all a dream. Strange gets ready to attend Christine Palmer's wedding. She looks absolutely beautiful as she walks down the aisle, and he can't help but regret not being the groom instead. Something was going on outside, all the cars were falling down and people were trying to save themselves. As Strange got there, he saw an invisible force. Using his powers, he unveiled the creature. It was a giant hideous octopus, destroying everything in his way. It was getting very hard for Strange to fight it alone. The creature also had different spells written on his tentacles. Wong jumps in to help them, and using his amazing lasso weapon, he fights the creature. Both Strange and Wong manage to go after the creature. They had to save Chavez and stop it from further destroying the city. Strange lifts the post and jams it into the octopus's eye, finally killing it. Chavez looks familiar, asks whether he knows her. He remembers his dream. She corrects him and explains that what he saw was not a dream, it was another universe. She also can travel from one universe to another, but she doesn't know how to control this power. It only happens when she is afraid. When Chavez mentioned the Book of Vishanti, both of them dismissed her, saying that the book is just a myth. Strange demanded proof that the incident was not a dream, and that is when she showed them the dead body of Defender Strange. Both of them now believed her. Strange secured the body in the bricks. This was not sorcery, but the work of witchcraft. He needed someone who had knowledge and experience with spells and the multi-universe. Strange came to visit Wanda, who was living her life privately, away from the city. As he is talking to her about the multiverse, she asks him about America Chavez. This comes as a surprise to him as he did not tell Wanda anything about her. The whole place is transformed into red hell and Wanda becomes Scarlet Witch. It is revealed she was in fact behind all that was happening. Her motives had become corrupt and dark after she acquired the Darkhold book. Though Wanda had lost her kids in this universe, they still existed in the other universes and Wanda wanted control, to be able to reach them. This was why she was after America Chavez now. Wong and Strange vowed to protect Chavez and formed a protective layer on Sanctum Sanctorum before Wanda could attack. When Scarlet Witch arrived, she was alone against so many people. She manipulated their minds, forced them to break the layer, and used her powers to attack them. Here, New York, London, and Hong Kong's Sanctum Sanctorum were working together to help the Sorcerer Supreme, Wong. But despite so many of them fighting her, Wanda still broke in to get Chavez, who was already very scared. Due to this, she opened another portal, and both Chavez and Doctor Strange went through multiple portals. Finally, they arrived in a universe where there was a lot of greenery. Chavez suggested that if Defender Strange could find the Book of Vishanti, surely, the Strange of this universe also could, and both started looking for him. They find out that he was killed while fighting with Thanos, and now Mordo had taken his place. Although Mordo and Strange did not get along in the other universes, fortunately here, he was friendly and decided to help them. He told Mordo the whole story, but all of this was just a game Mordo was playing. He had mixed their tea with a chemical causing both Strange and Chavis to faint. After this, Doctor Strange was presented before the Illuminati members, which was a panel of 6 members including Karl Mordo, Professor X, Mr. Fantastic, Black Bolt, and Captain Marvel. They explained that the main problem was not Scarlet Witch, but Doctor Strange himself. He had acquired the Darkhold book in Earth 838, this was why Wanda had all of her powers as well. In that universe, Doctor Strange was a villain for everyone. On Earth 616, Scarlet was trying to get into her body in the other universe. She wanted to go into the dimension where her children, Tommy and Willie, were alive and she could continue living her life with them. But she was missing one major point. The universe she was trying to get into must by default have its own Wanda as well. Do you get what I am saying? Wong explained this to Sarah, who was from Wakanda, and she destroyed the Darkhold. Wanda was furious and killed her. Now she was coming for Wong. She threatened to kill his men and started hurting them. He was the Sorcerer Supreme, which is why she was sure that he must know about the spell to reach the other dimension, as the book was now destroyed. Wong opened another portal and took her to the mountain where the book was brought down. He also said that the walls of the tower might have spells written on them. Wanda used her powers and acquired the spells she needed, then she connected with the Wanda of Earth 838, where she could kill Chavis and take her powers. Everyone tried to fight her, but she was too strong. Even Professor X couldn't control her mind. In this universe, Christine was also helping to keep Chavis safe, before Wanda could kill. Stopped her and they ran. Wanda was too fierce. She finally kidnapped Chavis and brought her to the mountain, while throwing Christine and Strange into a different universe. This place was cold and dark. Strange started looking for his own version in this universe and he found a sinister Doctor Strange, who had evil powers because he had used the Darkhold book long ago. Both of these had an intense fight with musical notes, which gave us amazing action sequences to watch. Finally, Strange won this fight and used it to teleport his mind into the body of the Defender Strange and got outside the mountain. He was not powerful enough to go inside, and dark evil forces started attacking him and his body and tried to kill him. There, Christine helped him. She told him to use the dark forces and make them into his strength. Her words helped him. He used the forces to make huge wings for himself and fled towards the mountain. Here, Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch started beating each other up. Chavis see her winning and Strange needed her help. She used her mind and opened the portal to where Wanda and her kids were located. Tommy and Willie got scared and hid behind the stairs. They cried and begged the witch not to kill them and that they had done nothing wrong. Scarlet was taken aback and she started crying. She would never hurt her kids. They were too scared to even come near her and ran towards their mother. Everything she was doing, all the damage and killing, was just so that she could get to her kids, but now she had to give them away to the Wanda of that universe. She decided to stop the madness, destroyed every evil that the Darkhold had made in all the universes, and decided to end herself as well. In the end, in a heartfelt conversation between Strange and Christine, he confessed his love for her and told her that he was scared. Chavis was now taking proper training under Wong and Strange to be able to control the opening and closing of portals. And this is where the movie ended.